What's up, YouTube? It's me, Strike1570 here, and I am here today with a team builder around Mega Metagross. Mega Metagross is a very powerful Pokemon. Definitely one of the most anticipated Megas, I think, of Auras, next to probably Mega Salamence. I was actually more excited for Metagross just for the fact that I have loved Metagross forever. Um, Especially back when his typing was incredible, giving him only the ground and fire weakness. But now, unfortunately, Steel had that huge nerf, which I think was to nerf not only Metagross, but mainly actually probably Aegislash. Because otherwise you would just see Metagross and Aegislash on every team, because they would not be countered very well, especially a Mega Metagross, because Mega Metagross obviously can gets Ice Punch for ground types, and then Rock Slide for fire types like Charizard, which is his biggest threat, in my opinion. But he obviously can be partnered with someone who works around that. But anyway, let's get down to business. This is the global link for Metagross. Obviously, Hydreigon is one of his top partners, and I actually love using Hydreigon because Hydreigon is one of my favorite Pokemon in the world. But the Hydreigon has its problems. With the addition of fairy typing, he has very big problems now in the fact that there are fairy types everywhere. Um, he, I know a lot of people like to run Choice Scarf on Hydreigons, but I actually like Life Orb or Choice Specs. But anyway, we'll get to sets in a minute. Um, we have the fighting weakness, we have the bug weakness, and the fairy weakness, which are all coming from the Hydreigon. But, a steel type will deal with the bug and the fairy weakness, as well as adding a ground and a fire weakness, though. So, let's see. Maybe poison? Does poison actually resist bug? It might. I know bug is not the best offensive typing. Yeah, it's looking like poison resists it, so maybe we're throwing on a poison type. I don't know. We may throw on an Amoonguss, actually, because Amoonguss is probably one of the most viable poison types there is. Next to probably um, Venusaur. We got Amoonguss, we got um, Crobat and Nidoking are kind of viable. Not the most viable. Crobat mainly just because of its speed and its okay bulk. Um, because like it can survive Thunderbolts from Modem Washes, um, like with just a sliver, but it can. Uh, Muck is actually, I really like Muck. Muck is he's a slow Pokemon, but he is bulky-ish, mainly on the special side, obviously. Physical side, not so much. But he does have a lot of power. Like, although there's a reason for him being NU is that speed and the fact that there are Pokemon that do what he does better. Amoonguss not necessarily being one of them, but definitely being a contender for it. Let's see. A poison type does deal with all these. Let's see what an Amoonguss does. We might switch Amoonguss for Venusaur, which I've done before in the past. Then we have a bug. Or no, wait. I forgot because he's grass type. He will not resist bug. So we need a different poison type. Ugh, that's actually annoying. Um, 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 um. We don't need a poison type, but a poison type would be nice. Uh, let's see. Amoonguss, ice, fire, bug. So that's pretty much to the same extent like adding an Aegislash. We need a steel type, but we don't. But we want. Yeah, an Aegislash would actually be the best steel type for this, because it is immune to the fighting, and it would actually. Here, let's see. Let's see. Aegislash. Ghost, fire, dark. Okay. Um, Aegislash. that really puts a big emphasis on the threat that will become a Megazord. Why? Because Heat Wave will do some damage to both H/Slash and Metagross in Pokemon that run Earthquake like Garchomp. But then I would have to assess the threat, of which I find more threatening in Garchomp or Charizard, because then that'll determine Rock Slide or Ice Punch on Metagross. I don't know. Ghost, Fire, Dark. Maybe not, and maybe we don't want an H/Slash. Maybe not. Let's see. Here, let's just try to take this slower. Instead of trying, a Fire type is good. A Fire type is good. It resists Bug and Fairy. So, let's look at one of my favorite Fire types, Rotom Heat. I don't know why, I just love Rotom Heat. I like him more than Rotom Wash, but I think Rotom Wash is more viable. But yeah, Rotom Heat works very well for this team, because then it takes away 2 weaknesses, and then obviously doesn't leave any major ones behind. So then we got a Fighting type problem. Let's see, Fighting types. All them Fighting types. Rotom Heat. Let's see. Fighting types. So we need a Psychic, a Fairy, a Bug, a Poison, or a Flying, or a Ghost. Did I get that right? Poison, Flying, Psychic, Bug, Ghost, Fairy. Yeah, I got it. I think for this team, let's see, we want to resist Rock, Bug, Ghost if we can, Water, Dragon, Dark, and Fairy. So I think a Fairy type would be very good. So maybe a Sylveon? Sylveon being one of the few very good new Fairy types. So yes, a Sylveon will be the next Pokemon we add, as that rounds out the team. So at this point, I've said this before, we just add whatever Pokemon we want and then build off of it. A Fighting type Pokemon would be amazing to have, or a Rock type Pokemon that could outspeed, or a Pokemon that at least learns Rock Slide that outspeeds Charizard and can survive a Brave Bird from a Talonflame. So, I mean, the Rotom will do some damage with a Thunderbolt, possibly Oko a Talonflame, but I'm not sure. Let's see. But definitely not a Charizard. Yeah, we definitely want. We have a Fairy type. Yeah, Fighting type seems pretty good. Minus the fact it'll give us a weakness to a Fairy, but it will resist the Rock. So a Fighting type seems very good. Because then it also deals with Kangaskhans that are running around, because those are never fun to deal with. Especially because they got Sucker Punch. Some Fighting type move, Power Punch or Blow Sweep, most times Blow Sweep. Then they got Double Edge for these two, which will do some hefty damage, whereas these two probably won't be able to KO back unless it is a double. Because if it's Return, then the Return will probably kill the Sylveon before Sylveon kills with a Hyper Voice. But I don't know. Depends on what I run. Fight. I do like Hariyama's very much. I do like Terrakions. I really like Terrakion. Terrakion does, I believe, outspeed. If my scroller wants to scroll, I'm gonna click. No, okay. Terrakion will outspeed Charizards, which is very nice. He probably won't take a Solar Beam, but he will outspeed Charizards that aren't max speed. Terrakion. Oh god. Fighting, Water, Fairy. Terrakion was probably the one Fighting type that I actually didn't want to add then. So let's look at Hariyama. The hairy mama. The hairy mama. Okay. We need at least a Fighting type move. Uh, if you're wondering why I didn't go with Hariyama there, just because it had the fairy types, because I don't want another fire or a steel type, or a poison type for that matter, on this team. Even though, because I just feel like it wouldn't benefit the team that much. God, I don't know. I didn't know. I need 2 Pokemon that do a lot. Here, I've been completely forgetting about the global link. When defeated by Charizards, Kangaskhans, Bisharps. A necessity is a fighting type. Yeah, those are the top 3 threats. Then we got Heatran and Hydreigon, which are also weak to fighting types. So half of, or not half, not half, but almost half of Metagross's top 10 threats are weak to fighting. So fighting type is a necessity. Battle Pokemon, who are you paired with? You're paired with Terrakion. Oh, I forgot about Suicune. No, I forgot about Suicune on the team. No. Oh, no. I love Suicune, though. You could add Suicune. And then work off that. Work off whatever's left. Hey, I've changed my sitting position. So, let's see. Suicune is a very, very nice Pokemon to have on this team. Then, a type that resists poison and ground. Okay. Or no, wait. I'm reading that wrong. Rock, Ghost, Fighting, or Fairy. Alright, and Fairy. Rock, Ghost, Fighting, and Fairy. I wonder. No, because Bisharp won't resist. I was about to type in Bisharp, because Bisharp covers those 3 type. Or no, wait, he doesn't even cover Fairy, because I forget he's dark. Just that? No. No, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I really just wanted to put Suicune on this team. I love Suicune too much to not. And he's UU. Something tells me that's going to change soon. Well, actually, I don't know if it goes off the OU, or I don't know what makes it necessarily OU or UU, because technically in VGC, Suicune is used all the time nowadays. Which means it should at least be either OU, or I don't know what's directly below OU, actually. It should probably be around OU, though. It should definitely probably be at least borderline OU. Clefable, because if you're going off VGC, which is really the only thing that doesn't have its own tier list created by Smogon, would be, it would really be the only thing I can think of that doesn't. So that then makes Suicune, that would make Suicune OU, Clefable probably UU. Chansey and Breloom also probably UU. I don't know about these 2. I don't know. I really don't know what standards they go off of. I really wish I did. I think it's just all Mega Pokemon immediately go to OU. From the looks of it. Because, a Pinsir, I think it's the Mega. I'm pretty sure it's the Mega Pinsir that's supposed to be here. I'm surprised Amanda Buzz, no matter what. I don't like Amanda Buzz. I will say that. Oh wait, but now we have 4 special attackers. No! I might just brave that, just for the fact that these 4 are such amazing Pokemon. I wonder. Goodbye, Suicune. I wonder if we go Rotom Wash. We go Rotom Wash, and then we find a fire type we like. Let's see. Rotom Wash, and then then if we find, oh wait, I wonder. No, because then that's another special attack which we don't want. Let's let's see. Fire. Ugh. Ooga ooga da 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 da. There is Arcanine. There is the Arcanine from the last team, but that would be a special attacker, but he's more of a support Pokemon than anything. You need a grass or electric type for sure to get KOs on water types, which the last team was completely walled by because they had to then muscle it out instead of actually being able to rely on super effective attacks. Like the last team could never threaten out a water type. So if a Milotic or something accidentally got a competitive boost, or it was forced to, it was impossible to scare it out. Because it had no reason to leave, because there was not a single possible Pokemon on the team that threatened it. Except for a Kangaskhan, which could muscle it out with like a double edge or two. Which, if he then double attacked the Kangaskhan would probably live, but I would then probably have to trade the Milotic for my Kangaskhan, which I don't know if I would like to. Well, no, I think I have before in the past, so never mind, ignore me. I'm rambling. I do this when I don't know what to do. Ugh. Here, let's just look. Okay, so we have a Hydreigon. Sylveon. I wonder, do we want to try something different? It gets annoying when I do this, not just for you guys, but for me too, when I start over. I don't know why I deleted the Sylveon. Sylveon, Pixelate, then we got Bisharp here. Ground, Fighting, then Defiant, then we got a Landorus, Therian, obviously, and then Intimidate, then Rotom, W. Okay. That's sudden just inspiration. AKA probably just replacing Hydreigon with a Landorus and a Bisharp. Yeah, I think I kind of like that. Fire. We need a fire, water, rock, or dragon type. Well, I do love my dragons, but, we need well, actually, we need a fire type. It sucks there's not a dragon fire type other than Megazord X, which is inferior compared to Megazord Y. I don't know. Let's see. Fire type, a rock type maybe. Hold on. Let me just. Yeah, I just replaced Hydreigon with a Bisharp and a Landorus. But Global Link helped us out right there, so maybe I'll consult it again in a second to see what fire type I should add. Let's see. No. Bisharp. Nope. Landorus. There is Talonflame. Talonflame is a very interesting Pokemon. Talon, Flizzle. Then we actually have a water problem and not a rock problem. I like that fact. Oh wait, if I had any fire type, then we'll have that problem. Yeah. Rotom, fire types. Need some fire types. There's only a few very viable fire types, I guess. Let's see. Metagross. Metagross, Metagross, why aren't you partnered with Pokemons? I wonder. Yeah, I wasn't gonna use him anyway, but a fighting type would also be nice. But I think we have a lot of offensive pressure as it is, with Metagross, Bisharp, and Landorus being all very offensive threats, along with Sylveon being a lesser offensive threat, but still a threat nonetheless. Rotom being scary-ish, like, it's not nice to take attacks from a Rotom, but it's not necessarily so threatening as like a Landorus or a Bisharp, or a Mega Metagross for that matter. Let's see. The things we need right now are as follows: a fighting type and a type that resists fire. So if I just want to see what happens when I add a plain fighting type, so I need to know the secondary typing that it needs to have. Wait. Oh, that's because it thinks I have guts. Or not guts. Thick fat. Thick fat Hariyama. No. Guts is so much better than thick fat in my opinion, because especially since I'm going to be using a Bisharp, Landorus, and a Metagross. Those three just love to get burned. Although I'm not going to be using Hariyama. I should finish that off by saying, so a fighting type is good. A fighting fire, a fighting water, a fighting rock, or a fighting dragon. I don't even think there is a fighting dragon, is there? Dragon. Dragon. No, there's not. There's not a fighting dragon, but that would have been awesome. I don't even know how it would work though. I had the Terrakion, but I also want a special Pokemon, a special fighting type. It needs to be special. It needs to touch my heart. Fight. We do want a special one too, so. Oh, Keldeo, if only you were legal. Oh, Keldeo. I do have a Keldeo for those wondering, because instead of people like, oh, well, wouldn't you have to get that in your game? I have one. It's pretty good. Anyway, Guts, Sheer Force, so on. I mean, where's the fire weakness coming from? Bisharp and Metagross. Two Pokemon I don't think I would ever have out at the same time. Actually, I lie. Because Metagross would take care of a lot of the meta, whereas Bisharp will then take care of what Metagross doesn't. I mean, obviously I've said this before. I said this on the very first team builder. You don't need this completely filled out, and completely even. It's just nice. I like to, because then it just completely reassures me if one of the Pokemon die, then I know I have a backup. I wonder. Do we maybe want to go? No. Wait. Have I been stupid this entire time? Yes, I have been. I have been stupid. Let's see. Let's see what he does. Arcanine, come through. Arcanine, you didn't come through. Ugh. If only Keldeo. Here, I just want to see. Keldeo, Resolute. Yep, Keldeo would be perfect. I cry every time. Every time that I don't care. I never pair an Arcanine and a Landorus together, because to do that you would need to get some. That means you're trying to get some serious Intimidate pressure off, which you would only really want to get off on a. Or no, he's not justified. You don't justify anything. You really only want to get that off on, like, I don't even know, something that's like the equivalent of a choice banded Mega Kangaskhan. If you want to get 2 Intimidates immediately off, and you want to get them off so badly, you would pair 2 completely opposite Pokemon like an Arcanine and a Landorus. So, I think this will be our team. Arcanine. Let's see. Landorus. Oh. If you guys did probably notice, and you're probably about to notice, I do have another Mega Metagross team. This was it. Oh, we just needed the Landorus and a Heatran for that. But I guess I just don't want another ground weakness. Mega Metagross 2.0. I'll name it that. Numlock is on 2.0. Mega Metagross 2.0. Then I want this Arcanine, because this was a very nice Arcanine, and it's already got the calcs and all that run on it. Paste. It wasn't the most offensive Arcanine, but it was very good. It got its job done. It lived, it intimidated, it snarled. It did a bunch of stuff like that. Then this was a pretty good Lando. I'm not sure if it's Lando I want to use, but it's Lando I'm going to use. Because we have some offensive threats. We have enough. Then Bisharp, Life Orb, Knockoff, Sucker Punch, Iron Head, and Protect. Then Fast Physical Sweeper, because that's really all you really need on a Bisharp, is the speed and then the attack. I don't know if I actually want to run Adamant or Jolly, though. I don't know. He is Life Orb, so he doesn't really need the extra attack boost. Or, I mean, yeah, he is Life Orb, so he doesn't really need the extra attack boost, but it's always nice to have. You snag a lot of KOs that way. My computer... No! It stopped responding. Recover the web page. No. I want to go over the sets that I want to use. So anyway, what I'm thinking, I might just cut this part out if I can, but, if I can remember to. No! I don't care. Pokemon Trainer is not responding. Recover the web page. Then. Ugh, no. I don't know what just happened. Ugh, I hope I can cut this part out. Ugh. Oh, wait, did it work? Okay, Team Builder. Mega Metagross 2.0. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know if I want to run Jolly or Adamant. He is Life Orbed, so I'm not sure if he needs the extra attack boost, but it definitely helps snag some KOs, some key KOs. You're not going to be... There's not really a speed tier that you're going to then be outspeeding with the Jolly that you would outspeed without it that I can think of. Anyway, moving on to the Rotom. Oh wait, no! I guess I can put actually leftovers on the Arcanine. No, but actually, I'm gonna give it Citrus, because Citrus has actually proved more useful than if I had had leftovers on it. So I'm gonna give leftovers to my Rotom. Then I'm gonna do Hydro. Nope, not Hydro 4. Actually, I do have the Rotom set that I always run in here somewhere. This it? Nope, that's not my Rotom set. Or at least it's not completed. Is it in here? Yes, it is. Copy. I don't know if this is the one that needs to get... This is the set that needs to get updated, because there was a Rotom set that I have that needs to get updated, which I think might be this one, because I was wasting EVs and something. I think it might be this one. I'm not sure, though. I feel like I updated this one. Yeah, I did, because it's got 150 HP. Which I guess now wouldn't necessarily be a waste. I used to have 151 EVs in here, and when I carried Citrus, that obviously was not the most helpful, because you could never hit half exactly. So, yeah. Then the Yachi. Then here, it's sort of really. This didn't have much Caltron on it. It does survive a Power Whip from a Ferrothorn, I do believe. Um, it this set, I'm pretty sure, doesn't survive a Max Modest Energy Ball from a Megaseptile, which I'm pretty sure is the strongest Energy Ball coming from something in the game. I'm pretty sure it also survives um, Leaf Storm from Rotom-Mow. Let me see something really quick. I don't think this is gonna work. Suicune. And we have a ×3 ground weakness. Okay. Wait. How? Do I have three? I have 3 Pokemon weak to ground, I just realized. Oh well. I don't know. I may want to switch that out for a Suicune later, eventually, if I find that the ground weakness isn't that significant. Pixelate. Q. Q-Charm is a really bad for this. And then I heard something about it getting Infiltrator, or that it does, or it's supposed to, or something, as its hidden ability or something like that. I can't remember. But I do know that that is completely useless on a Sylveon, because it mainly runs Hyper Voice, which automatically passes through substitutes. I mean, and it already does enough damage to. And I mean, it would help against light screens, I suppose, but otherwise, not so much. Shadow Ball, then Hidden Power. Do I actually want to run this set, or do I want to run the Life Orb set? No, because I have Life Orb on Bisharp, so Choice Specs would be the ideal one for this, or Assault Vest. Hidden. Did I type that in wrong? Yes, I did. I typed it in wrong again. Hidden Power Ground. I run Hidden Power Ground for kind of obvious reasons, because only 2 weaknesses are Steel and Poison, which obviously are both weak to ground. So that will be hitting pretty much all of them for every Steel and or Poison type for at least neutral damage, unless they're immune, like a Skarmory or something. In which case, I'd probably just hit it with a Shadow Ball. But then we're going to move on to putting on an Assault Vest, because Assault Vest is always nice. I always think this is ×2, but it's not. It's 1.5. This is where level 50 matters. I'm going to set them all at level 50 just so I'm getting accurate levels. Okay, they are. Then minus, plus, the 93. This is where calculators come in handy. I didn't get to do this last time on team building, but I don't know if people really want it, but I do know that this is where I like to sometimes the calcs take long to run, sometimes they're not so long. I only need to run calcs on Sylveon and Metagross right now. I'm not even sure if I want to run them, run the Metagross runs here, because I'm not sure if the other Metagross that I have has had calcs run on it. I don't think it has, but it doesn't matter, because I'm going to run calcs again anyway. So we got a Sylveon. It is Bold, I believe. Or Showdown. Bold, yeah. Then ability Pixelate, obviously. Then item is Assault Vest. Well, Abomasnow is very weak physically, especially, or either that or Sylveon is just too bulky. Because level 100 Giga Drain max special attack will not KO. A Blizzard isn't even guaranteed to KO. I mean, it's got a pretty good chance, but it's not even guaranteed. So anyway, moving on. I keep saying moving on. Age slash. Blade. Oh, usage, why not? 50. You're level 50. No. Here, I should have just made it blank. Modest. Flash cannon. Modest flash cannon will be doing a lot of damage. Then we want it to. We'll assume that it's at +2 because of a weakness policy. Yeah, there's no way I survived that. Weakness policy boosted. There's no way to guarantee that I survived that without dumping so many EVs in the special defense and HP. But that's actually not the set that's tend to be run. Is obviously this. So let's see. Oh, I suppose I should put on the moves too. Hyper voice. We're going to assume that it's not +2 when we do this, when we do the calcs for the age slash, because there's no reason to assume that we would. It's very little chance either way that we would survive it. Hidden ground. Oh, I wrote hidden ground. We need hidden power ground. Then we have Psyshock. For those who are wondering why it's like Psyshock over Psychic or something like that, it's because Psyshock attacks uses the special attack stat to attack the physical defense. So if someone tries to switch in, who is a specially defensive monster but is very weak physically, defensively, you just Psyshock it and it'll do so much damage. Then we switch it to doubles. We want to 2-hit KO this thing. So, we're going to assume it's not +2. But we are going to assume that its item is choice specs. I mean, obviously, you would never run a choice specs on this thing. But we automatically survive if it's... Oh boy. Sylveon, the bulk! The bulk! We are going to run Calyx for a Bisharp Ironhead and see if we can possibly hope to survive that. Chances are of that, though, is very low. Let's see. Showdown. I'm actually going to run the physical calcs first. Bisharp. VGC 14 attacker. Yep, obviously. That is the set. I don't think there's no way we survived that one either. Attack. Oh, 252. We survive if it's adamant and it doesn't have a defiant boost. I don't know if it's worth it. But we then would survive Sucker Punch. No matter what, it's guaranteed we wouldn't survive Sucker Punch in an Iron Head combo, so we'd be dead on the ground. Dead on the ground. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we want to put 252 into defense, because, I mean, it's not horrible defense then. And then obviously we have the Assault Vest, making our special defense stat actually, like, around 225. If we add a little bit into that, I want to at least have a chance of surviving a Sucker Punch, and here, let's go to Showdown. This thing is going to be much bulkier than others are, so it won't be snagging any KOs. Uh, 76. Oh, there's the calculator. There's the calculator. 76. My voice might actually have drowned out a little bit in the back because I was scooting away from the computer a bit, just moving around in my chair. Let's see. Hyper Voice does half. If he max rolls both of these, we will not survive. But if he min rolls one of them, no, if he min rolls the Sucker Punch. Well, no, it's all just rolls. It really just depends, because, like, if he max rolls the Iron Head, we won't survive Sucker Punch. But if he Min rolls the Sucker Punch, and Min rolls the Iron Head, or at least he can get a little bit above a Min roll and on both Iron Head and Sucker Punch, and we would still survive. Like, just barely, like, with 1 HP. But, we would be able to fire back with a Hyper Voice, and, oh wait, why would he Sucker Punch? I just realized he'd be faster than us. I'm dumb right now. So we want to just survive. We can survive it once. We just need to know we can survive it once, and then we can fire back with a Hyper Voice, and then also fire back with probably a double target onto the Bisharp, because those things aren't fun to have around. No, they're not. No, they're not. Then we're going to run a calc on a Mega Kanga, because, yeah, VGC doubles all out attacker. Whatever. I'll take it. Figure out return, Sucker Punch. Let's change that for Double Edge. Double Edge. Oh, I always forget. Double Edge is that weird one that has the dash. So, let's put 76 back in here. 76. Nope. This is an adamant one, which I don't really know what the standard is now, but I'm pretty sure it's not adamant, but I don't. But it's pretty much good for what I'm running, for what I want to know. Is that 116, I think? Yeah, 116. 116 just barely survives a Double Edge. That's good. God, I think we just have to pour the rest into special attack to at least make dents in Pokemon. 140. 136, I guess. We will then put 136 into this. Because now the point is to just dent Pokemon, which sucks, because I would like to be able. Sylveon is one of those Pokemon. We can run the Choice Spec set, which gets a lot of KOs, but it dies so easily, and I do not like it when my Pokemon die easily. But I think it might be what has to be done. I don't know. I'll run this set for now. It survives 2 very strong attacks from the game. Let's see, actually. Salamence. Links at 50. I just want to see if a Double Edge from a Salamence will kill. Probably will. Or it'll at least be a guaranteed OHKO, or 2-hit KO. 252. Ooh. Double Edge. Ability. Aerial 8. No, we survived. Okay, we survived that. Then we fire back with a super effective Hyper Voice. 12.5% chance to OHKO. Ugh. Not guaranteed. That's annoying. We'll put 4 into that, I guess. Now we move on to the Metagross. Oh, we're not level 50 on this thing. I could have sworn we were. 50. Judging from our team, what we have so far, I think I want to put on Ice Punch. Because we have a Rock Slide right here. We have a Thunderbolt / a Hydro Pump, so we don't really have to worry about that. So Ice Punch is definitely the necessity on this one. Then we're going to go to Metagross. I can't wait till they update this thing to have the new Megas. I will say that. Ability. Tough Claws. Metagross, another reason why it's one of my favorite Pokemon. It is bulky, and it dishes out damage. Like, nobody's business. So, it will be careful. It will be a very careful Pokemon. Don't worry, he will tread lightly. Then I believe the stats are as follows. 110. Love that speed stat so much. 150. If it wants to let me highlight it. Or I say 150 and I type in 140. Then I believe this is 105. They did very well in distributing his stats. So that way he's actually a very useful Pokemon. What is his base stats as a Mega, actually? Metagross. 80, 145, that's what I thought. 105, 110, 110. Okay, that's what I thought his stats were, I just wasn't sure, because they're so similar to Mega Salamence's. So I wasn't sure. Delete Mega Metagross 2.0. Yeah, so then he is 110, 110, then 145. You know he's powerful when almost all of his stats are that high. Seriously, this is one of the reasons he was one of my most anticipated Pokemon. He's got such good stats. I was afraid though that he would still be underspeed Mega Charizard Y, and so he would still be killed by Heat Waves, which probably would have nerfed him a ton. But now that he's actually faster, it's very good for him. We naturally survived this. We naturally survived 2 of them. That's great. That's amazing. Earthquake. Let's assume it's Earthquake. Okay. Gonna want to survive that. Definitely. So that way we can. I mean, we'll obviously be firing back with an Ice Punch, and we definitely won't be speed tying, because I don't run Pokemon fast. I run them bulky. Let's bring this up to 170 actually, because if you guys don't know, which probably you do, EVs into HP account for both EVs into defense and special defense, just not nearly as much as directly putting them in. So yeah, 2% chance to hit KO. So we're going to want to then up our regular defense by like 2 points. So like 12. 12. No. I hate when we have to do this. Then 20. Okay. Oh, I typed in 50. I'm gonna type in 20. Okay, so 20. 20. 20. Let's see if 16. Okay, yeah, so 20. 20. We'll guarantee we survive. 2 Earthquakes from Mega Salamence, max attack, barring that crits and stuff, obviously. We will automatically survive 2 double edges. Now we already would have. So now we want to fire back with an Ice Punch. We got to make sure this KOs. Bad thing is, such high natural defense now on Salamence when you want to KO it. I mean, it's great when you use them, but it's not so great when you're fighting against him, because it's very hard to land a physical Oko now. But an Ice Punch Tough Claws from a Mega Metagross will, barring he has investment, which a lot of people run 0 investment except for like 4 HP now. But I obviously run the physical variant, so or not physical, but the defensive area. Hold on. I got a text. Never mind. I run the physical variant. It probably would survive an Ice Punch, but I'm not sure. I probably should have actually calced that when I ran it. I just wasn't thinking. I was calculating for like rock slides and stuff, expecting to not survive any ice type attacks, because most people wouldn't hit him with a physical ice type attack. But no, there are Ice Punches nowadays. I forget. Let's see, 116. Someone tells me 252. Yeah. So we can't guarantee the Oko on something like this, but if we look at the standard set, we automatically OHKO. So, let's look at my Salamence set. It's 30, it's 76, 148, and 252. Is that actually my set? I didn't know it was. I will be honest, I didn't know that was my set. 76 and then 148, careful. 148. Then careful doesn't matter because this is a physical attack, obviously. So we want to guarantee the OHKO on this set. Which is kind of annoying, which means I'll have to update my set. 4, 12, 16, 20, 21. I want to see 252. So there's no way to guarantee the OHKO. But, no matter what, we always have the guaranteed 2-hit KO, which actually is good enough for me, technically, because, theoretically, which this would obviously be Ultimate Hacker, max HP, max attack, max defense, with Adamant nature, I'm just putting it as Adamant because it would still be a 2-hit KO, with, a bold or careful nature or whatever, it would still be a 2-hit KO. So we can survive 2 earthquakes, which he may or may not run. There's a fly in my face. Let's assume he might be mixed and put on Fire Blast. Fire Blast. Modest though. Oh my god, that actually does a lot. Modest. 252. Okay, so we wouldn't. Oh wait, that's because I haven't updated the special defense. Let's do that right now. Let's assume we're trying to now survive the Fire Blast. So we are careful. We want to go put in 140. 140. Oh wait, there's no way we don't get 2-hit KO'd by that. Yeah, there's not. We'll focus on the special side later with a Mega Charizard Y. But that would be let's see, let's say it's mixed, which some do run. I don't think there's a way. Oh yeah, 252 guarantees. 116. Something tells me it's gonna be like 248, 244, 240, 236, 232. Yeah, 232, 228. Oh, 228, 224, 220, 216, I think, oh, no, 212, 208, okay, so 212 would be the minimum we need to not get, to guarantee a 3-hit KO from an Adamant max special attack, which is obviously impossible. Like, it's probably not common. The mixed set, I really don't know what nature it runs, because I don't like mix, on any Pokemon for that matter. But let's see. We don't need to know the mixed set, but it's good to know that technically, here, let's move over to the Charizard now. Let's move over to Charizard Y. OU Drought Wall Breaker. 50. Okay then. They run Heat Wave over Fire Blast now, and Flamethrower most of the time for HP reasons. Or not HP, but accuracy reasons. Oh my god, 212s for death and we don't survive. And it's timid, it's not even modest. Ugh. Let's see, does 252 even guarantee it? This is in the sun too, you gotta remember. 252, he has like a 0.6 chance. Or whatever it is. It's like 1.6. 6.3. His 6.3% chance to OHKO. Ugh. Nope, we're gonna stick to 212. We want to survive, so no. Let's assume it's not not in the sun. We survive, like healthily. Although, how many fire type weaknesses do we have? 1, 2. Okay, so Jesus, there's a lot of calcs for this. And I'm definitely going to be refining these calcs if I ever take this team somewhere. Let's see. Assume it's modest. Not in the sun, a modest doesn't even survive, or a modest flamethrower wouldn't OHKO us. I'll take that. So we'll move over to Aegislash. Aegislash is probably gonna wreck us. Aegislash, yeah. Now that I think about it, Aegislash will wreck us. No matter what. Like there's nothing we can do without dumping EVs into HP and 2 special defense. Shadow Ball, modest item. Let's that kills twice over. Like Ritz, you thought you were alive? Then 252. Oh, we survived. +2. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's see. It's choice specs. Choice specs, we won't survive. Let's say it's Life Orb. Life Orb is much more believable. I actually wonder what a Life Orb Aegislash, how powerful that would be. We're going to want to increase HP, if anything, for this. 43.8% chance to OHKO. This is Life Orb set. Never run. You never run that. It's always like weakness policy or leftovers if it's the subset. Or something along those lines. So I'm not sure what to do right now. Hold up. Let's go 120. Because I do want EVs to put into attack, because those are very nice to have. 32, 26, 40, 144. I love hearing people say, this is just one thing I'd like to say because I'm rambling, because I want to talk right now. Just because I want to talk. I like how people are like, oh, Pokemon is just so childish. It's like so stupid because all they've seen is the anime, which is so off from the game, which annoys me to no extent. Like, you guys have no idea. I'm pretty sure 160 is overkill for a lot of stuff. Let's see. Throw in 160. 160 Zen Headbutt would OHKO. Or not OHKO, 2-hit KO. So if we did manage to survive the Shadow Ball, we could fire back with Zen Headbutt twice. Oh wait, no, that's Blade form. Which is this is another reason why Earthquake is so good on a Metagross, because facing against an Aegislash, it'll do a nice amount of damage. And then since he's often paired with Hydreigon, who covers all his weaknesses, Hydreigon is immune to it. So then Hydreigon can shoot out a Dark Pulse or something, or a Heat Wave maybe, and just finish off the Aegislash. Unless it uses Wide Guard, in which case you're wrecked that turn. Let's see. Who do we want to OHKO? We want to OHKO Salamances, obviously. Blink set. 120. Oh wait, I just remembered. We automatically OHKO. 120, or wait, do we? Oh, it's because it's level 50. 120? 252. We guarantee the 2-hit KO either way. You guarantee the Oko very easily. I really feel like this is overkill, actually. Let's see. Oh, one thing we forgot to calc for. Talonflames. Talonflame, Talonflame. VGC offensive support. Let's do that. Fine. I'll actually move its choice band, because I feel like that's more realistic. Choice band. 252 Flare Blitz. Okos. Very much. Okos very much. Okos very, very much. That's great. That's great. That's not worth. That's good to know, though, that, Flare Blitz would Oko no matter what we do, in this instance. And we don't have one to Oko it. I think really you just can only really guarantee, 2-hit KOs with Mega Metagross, unless you, like, put 252 into attack. Otherwise, I don't think you can really guarantee a lot of Okos without, different typed moves, like Earthquake and stuff. Or at times for super effectives. What's a Pokemon that'll take neutral damage that we want to Oko? Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan. And that's one thing I think I forgot to calc for. Did I calc the Sucker Punch? I don't think I did. So yeah, I didn't. 2 Sucker Punches will kill. Whereas it takes 2 Zen Headbutts to kill. Ugh. Ugh. That's very annoying, actually. Let's say it's at -1 because Arcanine's out. Or something. We could survive 2 then, so it needs to be intimidated. Oh, but that's Charlie. Why? Adamant is, I think, more common this year. I'm not sure. We still survive. We still survive Adamant. Yes. It needs to be intimidated, though. Considering if I ever see a Kangaskhan, I tend to always bring Intimidate. This is one of the things. I do love Mega Metagross, but he's just got so many weaknesses to common moves, or at least threats nowadays. Speaking of, let's move to Bisharp. Oh, Meteor Mash actually does more damage than Zen Headbutt. So, Bisharp. VGC, 14 attacker. Adamant, Defiant, Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch does a lot of damage. How does Sucker Punch do more than Night Slash? Oh, Sucker Punch is base 80. I thought, wow. Sucker Punch is actually very high base power for a priority move. I can't even Oko this thing. I can't even 2-hit KO it, which sucks. Whereas if we had Earthquake, we'd be doing a lot of damage to it. No. I would have to attack it once. I would have to double attack it. But I could work around that. Hydreigon. I forgot about Hydreigons that we need to calc for. Jesus. Oh God. Hydreigon. VGC. Special attacker. It's modest. With choice specs. Choice Scarf is a lot more common nowadays, but I don't care. We will not survive the Dark Pulse. But. Ice Punch won't even KO. Why? Why? See, that's the thing about Mega Metagross. He's good, but he's just not good enough. He just doesn't have enough attack at that moment to kill to Oko, and he doesn't have enough bulk in itself. Cause like there's there's Pokemon like Kangaskhan and Salamence who are very obviously attacking Pokemon, not bulky Pokemon. Then there's Pokemon like or Mega Pokemon I should say, like Slowbro, who is definitely the bulky Mega, and not the attacking. And then there's Metagross, who is the awkward middle child who is just in between, strong to where he's a threat, but not strong enough, or and bulky enough to the point where it's harder to KO him than it should be, but not so enough in either one to the point where it's as annoying as a Kangaskhan or a Salamence. Anyway, I think that will actually be. I think I'll just run this set for now. It's bulky enough to survive some key attacks. Not enough though, which annoys me, but I'll live because I have to. Let's just double check everything. Everything's looking good. Okay then. I think that's going to be it for this episode of the VGC Team Builder. As always, if you enjoyed and you would like to see more content, like, comment, subscribe. Alright, but as always, and I shall see you guys later. Peace.